Let's go.
I was just walking by, minding my own business, until I saw these hats on display. And I thought, you know what? I got about 10 minutes before I meet Sister Kim. Let me go in quickly and try on a couple of hats, being that it's very difficult for me to find a hat that suits me. So I started off with this black hat here, and I was a little impressed. I did like it. It's not too big, it's not too small, it seems to fit just right, and it was a little different. It has a little brown leather, very thin, like belt going around the rim, and I thought, wow, that's different. So I was quite happy with it. They did come in different colors. This one was a nice color. Probably didn't look too bad on me. The only problem with me is I get stuck on black. And I'm pretty sure I have said that in these videos before. And I've also mentioned how hard it is for me to find a hat that suits me. So this is not a bad color. This is a nice, rich brown color. And it is nice. But compared to the black one, I always just like black because it does go with everything. This hat is also nice. I like the color. But if I had just one hat to choose, well, I would go with the black one. Now, the sales lady, of course, was telling me they all look wonderful. Get them all. But I didn't want to buy three hats. I do have several hats at home. I don't want to have a large collection of hats. So I thought I'm going to just get one hat and watch my budget. And if I'm going to get one of these hats, it'll probably be the black one because it does go with everything. If I just get the red hat, I probably won't wear it that often. So again, I just decided to take the black one. This is the winner. And another thing I liked about this style is I was explaining to the sales rep, this hat's a little versatile. It can be turned around where the bow can go in the front or it can go in the back. So I was pretty impressed with that. It can be turned around. There's no rules in fashion, there's no rules. On my way here to meet with Sister Kim, we're going to meet at the usual store that we often shop at, Winners in Montreal. There are not many department stores left in Montreal. So I particularly like this department store because if I wanted to buy a coat or a pair of shoes or something, I can get that and get into a section that are selling health food products. And I've come to notice that these health food products that they are selling, powders, spices, oils, are cheaper than Amazon and also cheaper in the health food store. And I was pretty amazed by that. So I like this store, Winners. It's just a win-win for me. Besides clothes, shoes, accessories, there are so much more other things in here. Different foods are found here also. I don't recognize any of these sauces. I never see them in the grocery store or the companies. So this is good. Just being able to buy something different it helps sometimes. We could get tired and bored of the same old, same old. So if somebody's going in to buy tablecloth and some dish towels and some utensils, they could, we have the option to grab some sauces, powders at the same time in the shopping. So that does make shopping here a little more interesting, and just finding these different products keeps me going back. Here I am shopping for a coat because it is getting quite cold outside, and I don't have anything that's going to be warm enough for this season, but not warm enough for the deeper winter. Now, shopping can be a little bit tricky for me because I have to keep certain things in mind when I'm looking for something. I do have to remember not to buy something similar to my sister because, like my sister always said, don't copy someone else. Have your own style. Know your identity. Know your identity in the Lord. This is very important. I've had a history of different styles in my life, and throughout each style, I was actually copying someone else. So I wasn't really living out my true identity of what I really like, and I have a good general idea of what I really like. So I just try when I'm shopping now, I focus on that. And even if I see something that is nice, but Winners is a store that Sister Kim and I come to often. So if I see a top I like and I'm like, but Sister Kim has that top, I don't buy it on purpose. Even if I like it, I will just leave it there because I'm not trying to copy her. I may have the tendency to do that from time to time, but she does remind me, and I just come back and make sure that I'm not practicing that. Another thing I have to keep in mind is not to spend too much money. Sometimes I see something I really like, but it is beyond my budget, and I have to be wise with my finances. And even though I like it, I can always save up for it. What a nice find for Sister Kim. This is a really, really nice skirt, and it's warm for the winter time. So we can see that the season is out for getting a little bit brisker outside, and all the fall colors are out. The sweaters and the jackets for the fall collection. So these prices are actually pretty good this year also. There's a coat right there to the left. This coat I ended up buying, and I only got it for $69, which was a really good price. And my sister, of course, is talking about something, and probably something I said or something I did, and she feels the need that she would probably tell me about it. I found the coat that I was looking for. It took me over a year because I was looking for this type of coat for a while. It was a good price, fits me just the way I like it, and it has a really large collar, which is also what I like. And I don't feel like I'm copying my sister when I wear it.
Wait.
All right. did I have it? I always feel like I'm missing a bag. Do I have another bag?
Oh yeah, you always have bag.
Yeah, I must have bags so much. I feel like I'm missing one. Sister Kim does tell me a lot about my life, even though I'm past the age of 50. And I most likely, well, not most likely, I should know better. But I do carry out a lot of bad habits out in my life. I often say the wrong thing, think the wrong thing, and do the wrong thing. And because the both of us live together for the sake of my niece, it can affect her sometimes. And she doesn't want to be affected by certain negativity, negative energy around her. And so I do understand. I can't judge her when she's trying to tell me something to benefit myself. And she is a praying sister. She prays over my family. She prays over my life. So I trust her as a sister. I just don't always take her advice, but she does have a lot of wise words to tell me. And I do have a lot of respect for her, a lot of respect for her. And I hope that someday I will take everything that she says seriously and take it to heart and apply it to my life and see some changes before I get really, really, really old here. Here's my hat. So I do like this hat. I can work with it. I bought these from Temu. These are little head coverings, and I bought them from Temu. And I can, I have different colors, so I can put a different color under my hat. That's why I liked getting the black one. It will match just about everything I wear. And I just wanted to show you all these clothes here, family and friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Joy Sister Bonnie, Faith, Food, and Fun over 50 with the Joy Sisters. Today's video is about my sister always told me, and she does always tell me things. But one thing my sister does tell me a lot of is how much clothes I have. I have a lot of clothes, and I oftentimes want to let go of my clothes, but I just don't do it. I want to. It's there. It's like, you got to get rid of some of these clothes because I really seriously don't wear half of them. I seem to be a repeated wearer. I wear the same thing over and over and over. You think I didn't have any clothes, but I actually have a lot of clothes. And people that work with me or people that see me down the street, see me wearing the same clothes, probably think, well, that lady really doesn't have a lot of clothes. She doesn't have a large wardrobe. And they wouldn't know if they came and looked in my closet that she actually has a lot of clothes, but I just don't wear them. And the other day, Sister Kim came in my room and she said, Sister Bonnie, would you like to help me send some clothes back to Jamaica? Because they did have a disaster down there. And I thought, that is such a good opportunity to get rid of some of these clothes and help someone in need, because I don't need all these clothes and they can use the help. And that's coming from our church. So, and we can take 2 trips to the church with some bags. So I'm going to be working on getting rid of a bag of clothes and what other little things I can find around my room. But this is not as easy as it may seem. Letting go for me is very hard to do. But with God's help, I will get through it. And the first part of it is actually when I'm actually putting the clothes in the bag, I start feeling a little bit of anxiety, like, yeah, but I could use that top for this and that, and I'm not going to use the top. It's just a lot of false fear. I'm not going to use the top, so I can give it up. It's okay to let go of the top. I don't need the top. So as I start putting things in the bag, whatever I may feel or whatever, it just has to go, because I think that once they're out of the house, I won't give it another thought, and I'm pretty sure I'll get over it. We got a lot of other things going on in this world than Bonnie and her clothes, as my sister would say. This chair here in my room I like a lot because it's super sturdy. I can do my sitting exercises on it, which I don't do, but sitting on it is actually very comfortable. It is solid wood. and I don't plan on getting rid of it. So what I thought to do, like my sister said, if you have something shabby, make the best of it. I throw a pillow cover over it. I put one layer because the wood is a little split and I don't want it to snag on the good pillow cover. I bought this actually at a thrift store. I think it was brand new, and I use it to cover this chair so it doesn't look so shabby. Since I want to keep it, I just try to make it look a little decorative, and it does work. We have some guidelines to follow, and that means not to send anything to Jamaica to the saints in Jamaica who are going to church that are affected by this disaster, that will be collecting clothes and other items. This is a very nice dress. I actually really, really do like this dress. I love this dress. I never wore it often, but I really just like the dress. But like my sister always told me, you know, when you're giving something away, you can give something you like. And she says it often. You can give, I see her do it herself. You can give something away that you like. And whenever she told me that, I didn't like it. I actually didn't like hearing it because you're threatening my comfort. You're threatening my comfort. You're telling me to give something I like. I like that. I may never. So here's where the fear comes in. I may never find another dress like that again. That's the fear. I may never find another dress like that again. But does it matter? I'm not in a disaster. I'm in Canada. We haven't had a disaster. They're in Jamaica. They have nothing. I can give up the dress. It's okay. So, because there are church guidelines to follow, I don't want the person who receives this dress feeling like, I can't wear this because it's very, very revealing here. So what I'm going to do is put a top inside. So now when they get the dress, they will get the idea. In case they don't have like an undershirt to put underneath, I provided one so that they're not feeling like, how am I going to put this on? They may have some shirts that they can use, but if they do or do not, it's better just to let that person be prepared. Turn clothes inside out often. A long time ago, Sister Kim had mentioned to me that her grandmother keeps her clothes inside out, and it kind of like protects them. Like if something gets damaged, if you keep it inside out, the damage will be on the inside and not the outside. Now, I may not really have to do that with my clothes. I could be just exaggerating. But for this situation, I actually am going to make sure everything is inside out. The reason for that, in a lot of shipping and handling, I don't want anything, to be ruined on these clothes or to have a stain or rip up or whatever the case may be. So I am going to make sure I turn them. This one I'll do later. I'm also sending off some head coverings. I don't use them. I have quite a few of them I ordered. I really didn't like the style too much because it is, at the end of it, it is going to be too long for me. I like that a little bit shorter. So I kept one. I kept a black one and I gave up a couple of others. Head wraps are so useful, so handy. So here's a nice hat someone can use. Being in Jamaica, a lot of sun out there, so they can just keep their face away from the sun. It's got a long, wide brim. It's very stylish. It has a little belt where different types of scarves, different style scarves can be, put around it. And these hats are classic. They're always a win-win. And I do like it. It's just that I don't want to have, like I had mentioned earlier in the video, I don't want to have too many things, not too many hats, not too many head coverings. I can't, in my lifetime wear them all. So I might as well just enjoy having fewer things and be content with what I have. And if I do decide to buy something and add more to my clothing collection, I can simply give something away as I do that, just to keep things at a minimal. These are all name brand shoes. They are very good quality. I spent a good penny on each of them, and I had them for a long time and I didn't wear them. Just because I had too many shoes that I just couldn't keep up with. And it was always, I'll wear them with this when I get that size, or I'll wear them when I can get into that skirt or when I can get into that top. And it just never happened. And these shoes were actually, I wore 3 times. They're Michael Kors, the black and white ones, and they are not too comfortable for the price I paid. So I don't want, and for me now, when I wear a shoe, it has to give me maximum comfort. I won't settle for anything else because I am over 50 and my feet, I have to take good care of them. So somebody's going to enjoy these. I'm just thrilled to send them to Jamaica, and it's a blessing to be able to send them somewhere. So I have some cute little tops here. That this top is a little too big for me, but it is a really cute top. It comes with a built-in belt around the, a built-in tie around the neck line, and it's cute. This is a nice, bright, bold color, and it can be worn mix matching with a vest or just the way it is with a skirt. So because I'm giving away a sleeveless shirt, I just put an undershirt underneath of it so that the person will know that they can wear it that way. Another nice blouse. I believe this is a blessing to finally let go of things that I'm not using and give it to someone else who will enjoy it. The less we have and you receive things, the more gratitude we have. Always told me, my sister always told me this, and my sister always told me that. Sometimes I listen and sometimes I don't. Most of the time I get offended when she tells me something, but I'm not realizing it's for my benefit. It's for my benefit in my spiritual life. It's for my benefit in my physical life. So my sister is not picking on me. She's my older sister in Christ. She loves the Lord. Her wisdom comes from God. Her wisdom's not just being made up. and she practices it first. She does take care of herself. She loves people. So I do see her lifestyle. So my sister, quite often, if she sees me doing something wrong, saying something incorrect, she will say something like, Sister Bonnie, you got to take your powder. Why is she telling me to take my powder? Probably because I'm limping around the city a lot. Whenever we go shopping, and like if I'm sitting on a bus for a little bit too long and I get up, if anybody knows anything about that, my joints are hurting, my legs are hurting, my feet are hurting, and I'm only 55 years old. So I start limping around the city, and I don't have to limp around the city at 55. She has tried a powder. My sister Kim has tried this powder called Organica, and it's a collagen powder, and it works for joint pain and inflammation and things like that. And she took it for a few years, and she says it works. You don't take your powder. You have to take your powder. So I lack being diligent on anything, and because I lack that, I end up paying the price by being in pain. So she'll say to me, you must like your pain because the powder works. Just take your powder. I'm gonna make a smoothie before I get ready to go. Whenever I get too hungry and I don't really make the time to make a good breakfast, I just grab a quick smoothie. I should have put that in first. I threw some banana in there. Here is my powder. Now, I put my powder inside of a vitamin bottle simply because I ordered a very large bucket of collagen powder, and I take this to work now. I've been taking it for a few days. I take it to work, and I'm not gonna lug a big bucket of collagen powder around, so I take it to work, and I have it on the go. This morning I'm putting it in my smoothie. Now, the measuring says to take 2 of these, but I added a little extra. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, so don't copy what I'm doing. Banana mango collagen powder. Look how smooth that is. Nice. Now, I can't even taste the collagen inside this smoothie. I can't taste it at all. It does have collagen powder. If you've ever tasted it before, it has a little distinctive taste to it. But because I can't taste it in a smoothie and it can be added to coffee, I don't have any excuse not to be taking it. This is so delicious. Very simple. Just a little bit of rice milk, banana, mango, and some collagen powder. It's that simple. Okay. All right.
You have the remote?
What remote?
Oh, for that.
No, it's recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to edit this part out. We'll just start. Look at us exercising. So you could do something like this before we start.
Okay.
All right. What I like about my sister is she does tell me things, as I mentioned before, that are very good for my life, such as I need to exercise more. I do fall asleep quite early at nighttime. She probably stays awake till past 12 o'clock watching the pastor, and I'm already in my room around 8 o'clock ready to pass out. So she said, you need to exercise, get your energy. It's just because you're not moving around and you will stay up longer. So I'm hoping this will make a difference. And what's going to be even better is there are going to be some sisters from our church that will join us for some exercise. That is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. There's something about being in a group when we're exercising. It's more encouraging. It's motivating. I do exercise alone very, rarely from time to time, but I won't stick with it. that is my problem. If I'm exercising with someone, I'm forced to stick with the exercise through and through. And that probably what's happening here with Sister Kim. She gave me 4 simple basic exercises that I could do, and because she's in the room, I continue to do them with her. Now if I was alone, I probably would have just done about 2 of them. So being in a group, exercising with a friend, a family member is really good. It keeps us going, pushing for more.
Yeah, you going on your toes?
Yep.
Okay. 50. Go
You
on,
did
girl.
50?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, wow. That was slick, Sister Kim. That was slick. Feel good. Thanks for watching, family and friends. Thanks for staying with me in this video. I hope that it was enjoyable for you. Stay tuned for the next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.